Thank goodness for that. We won. Good grief. We turned it on today. It was a great performance. Well done to the lads there. What we want is we want to get your views in, your comments in. Let us know what your reaction was to today's game. Who was your man of the match? Did Brendan Rodgers get it right? Did you have to hold your breath when he put on Chowdhury and went defensive? Let us know what you think in today's post-match. Yes, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Get your views in, get your comments in. I will get as many on screen as possible. Don't forget, I've put the link out there in the comments so you can join in if you want to click on and let me know what you think to today's game. Callum Lusty gets the first one in and says, massive, massive result. Matt saying what happened to Bob Hazley was talking about at halftime. Stephen Payne says, yes, get in. Luke says, what a fantastic win. That's much more like it. Luke Thomas was outstanding. I'm going to shout it out there. Luke Thomas, man of the match. He was for me today. Cool, young lad from Syston, done good. Karen is watching out in the States, says, I'm a happy fox today. Well done, Karen, for you. Over on YouTube, the Natorix says, we needed that win. We certainly did. Andy Mullins saying, that's a great team win. Just showing that Leicester City can be and are a top four side when we found it. Chris Gutteridge says, we found Chilwell's replacement. That's Thomas. Terry saying, Europe, here we come. I think I'm right in saying, you never know. I think I'm right in saying that is us in at least the Europa League for next season, which is a massive achievement. Jason says, and breathe. I agree with you, Jason, after all that. Absolutely. Well, it's a roller coaster, isn't it? Richard Court saying, cracking performance. Well done to the lads. Nick says, that's much better. What was going on at Bournemouth? Why did we play so badly against Bournemouth? I don't know. What on earth were we doing against Watford and Brighton when we could play a team who've just beaten Chelsea, Wolves and Spurs, and we made them look bang average? What a performance, says Mark Truman. What a performance from the young lad, Luke Thomas. He should keep his place now. I agree. He should start against Spurs. No shadow about it. You have a game like that, he should start. He was my man of the match. Who was your man of the match? Andy Smith says, excellent. Thomas was class. Chris saying, if only Barnes could fit. I agree. If only Barnes could finish. Blimey, Riley. The first one, I've got to be fair, was a penalty. He got pushed in the back. Why VAR don't check that, I have no idea. He was pushed. It did affect his shot. Just VAR it. But the second one, he's got to do better than that, hasn't he? Well done to Demarai Gray, though, for coming on and doing well, says Carol, saying Thomas great and Demarai Gray did good. Another person, if you're thinking about who could be your man of the matches, I've got two for you potentially at the moment. One would be Jamie Vardy. I thought he had an excellent game. And obviously, Luke Thomas. I think they're the two in there. Johnny Evans put a fantastic ball through. But everybody's saying Sean Deacon saying Thomas had a great debut. Chris Wright saying Thomas was man of the match. I would agree with you. Rob is saying because it's Leicester. Yeah, it's always a roller coaster. Gray's super sub, first goal, says Jack. Great to see him. We actually hoped when he came on he was going to have one of those games. Luke Thomas says Anthony won so many headers. He certainly did. James says big Wes rolling back the years. Yeah, I think Wes would be in there so far for the man of the matches. Let's see who you would like in there for your man of the matches. Jason saying nice to see Wes and Evans solid pairing again. No nonsense, is it? No nonsense with Wes in there. Thomas was superb, says Chris Ward. Andy saying Wes did brilliant tonight, lasting 90 minutes. So did Jason. Keep your comments coming in. I'm going to add in. I want to keep getting as many comments in there. Luke, new kit. We'll talk about that another time. We've just qualified for Europe. We've just beaten Sheffield United. We're top four. We've got Man United about to kick off shortly. We're going to keep with the comments. Bazza says Big Wes played well tonight, considering he's not been in the limelight. I've got a few people clicking on the link already, so I'm going to add them in. Again, I'm going to put in the comments if you want to click on that link. It's in there. Boom, it's in there now. Click on that if you want to come in. Let's start with Locks. What do you want to say tonight, Locks?
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Look, the performance was brilliant, wasn't it? That there were a few, like you said, you were talking about people who could be considered, man of the match there, and you had a few. You had Tielemans, who I think has been, obviously besides the second half against Bournemouth, he's been great in the past few games. Luke Thomas, of course, what a debut. We were talking before the game about what kind of style is he. He was athletic. He had a great passing range on him, and he was great in the air. So, what else can you ask for, really? And like you said, Vardy, without scoring a goal, Vardy was brilliant today, especially creating that chance for Gray as well. The Barnes one, I think, did he put Barnes through on both occasions? I think, when Barnes missed them. So, look, it was an overall great performance. It's what we needed. We spoke before the game about needing, some fight, and I think we got that today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice, Locks, to be sat here after a game and not having fans screaming and saying, what on earth was going on? Hassan, let's get his on there, says, Vardy was my man of the match. I thought Vardy had a very, very good game.
Yeah.
And should be up there. Andy Smith says as well, Vardy was brilliant. How many chances did he create? He did play very well, didn't he? And he had one chance that hit the post. Barnes needs some shooting practice, says Bill Evans. I'm going to get Reese in as well. Don't forget, click on the link. If it's in there, I'll share it again while Reese gives us. Reese, what would you like to say?
I thought that performance was a lot better today. I'm glad Rodgers didn't change anything at half time. I think the subs today, I was screaming at times where Rodgers to get players on rather than get players like Gray and Iheanacho on. But I thought everyone was good today. I thought the players off the bench played well, came on, made an impact. I thought Wes Morgan slotted in fantastically. Bennett, I thought, played very well. Luke Thomas, he's got to get a shout out. He's my man of the match. He was absolutely brilliant. Won every aerial duo that I can remember. It was when you're young, that age, it's sometimes you can just take your mind off, take off your mind off the ball. When I thought today he was just brilliant. He did everything by the book, and so I just thought he defended very well.
I think Luke Thomas, even with about 4 or 5 minutes to go, had the ball down in their half on the touchline, did a nice little turn down the line, and again went forward and was trying to create another chance. Locks, he was. That's a sensational debut for a young lad from Leicester, from Syston, isn't it, for Leicester City?
Yeah, we said before, I mentioned before the game, I think, because people were wondering, is it the right thing to do in such an important game at this stage of the season? Number one, I think it was forced anyway. We had nobody else to play at left back, as far as I'm aware. But to come in, I do think it's what we needed. I think a couple of things recently have actually been a blessing in disguise. Without sounding too harsh, I think Soyuncu getting sent off and Wes Morgan coming in today. Wes Morgan was brilliant. I think we just looked a lot more kind of organised at the back, and fair play to him, because I don't really think he's played in that kind of system before. In that 3 or 5, however you want to look at it. And yeah, I think we got exactly what we wanted today, which was some passion after that result against Bournemouth. And yeah, it's what we've been waiting for, and it's what we've got.
Yeah, don't forget, let's get some comments back on screen. Luke Thomas wasn't the best crosser, but his ground short passes were decent and aerial control was good, says Connor. I actually thought his crosses and passing was good, but I hear what you're saying. Graham Ball says, wish Luke had a crack on goal in the last 2 minutes. Yeah, I think we'd have all liked to see him cap that off with a goal. Scott saying having Wes on commanding was better. Captain material, he's club captain. Man of the match, says Karen, was Thomas, of course. I think we're all going to go for that. Mark saying man of the match, definitely Thomas. Definitely not a rabbits in the headlight. Yeah, you're right, Mark. It was absolutely not that. Bill saying, go on, Thomas. Great debut. Scott, I agree with Scott on this. I'm going to try and add Josh in as well. Josh, are you there? Can't see Josh. Don't know where he is. Click on the link again, Josh, if you want to. Reese, it did look like they'd all had, as Scott says, a bit of a bollocking. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. From what I saw as well, I thought Schmeichel was kicking it long, so maybe something's been said to Casper.
Yeah.
Can I just say as well, was back to Schmeichel, I think he made some good saves today when he was called into action. I think he's redeemed himself for me. But yeah, I agree with what you said.
Locks, 3 massive points. I mean, we kept saying must-win game. We've been saying that since the restart. It's a must-win game. I know we beat Palace, but that was back to seeing the Leicester who looked like a top 4 side, wasn't it? Against a Sheffield United decent side.
No, we've not seen a performance like that often since Christmas. So it was nice to see. I think I would have liked to see maybe one more goal if I'm being a bit greedy there, just for the goal difference. But look, we've got 5 goals ahead of Man United. So if it does go down to that, I can't see Man United making that up. If it does go down to goal difference, but hopefully we won't need that. Hopefully we can get the 3 points against Spurs. I think this was a tougher game than the Spurs game's going to be. I think we will win, beat Spurs. I think we'll get the 3 points there. And yeah, the Man United game, I think it's going to go all down to that in terms of who wins. So we needed that tonight. No brainer. We said before, it's no brainer. It's a must win, like the last 2 have been. But yeah, look, we're 3 points better off now, and we can have a good night's sleep, unlike on Sunday.
Yeah, Reece, a lot of love coming in from the fans tonight for Youri Tielemans, and again, I think he did. I think everybody today. The difference with Leicester is if every player has a 7 or 8 out of 10 game, we're rocking and rolling. If we have everybody have a 6, a 7, a 6, a 5 game, we're a bit of a mess. We need everybody rocking and rolling, Reece, and Youri Tielemans was starting to look like this £40 million player today.
I think Youri Tielemans has been good since he came back. To be honest, I mean, he got a few assists he got an assist in the Palace game, I think, didn't he? I thought he played well today, especially as well. Obviously, I don't want Maddison to stay out the squad, but I think that when Tielemans plays without Maddison, he seems a little bit more advanced. He seems to get that kind of, yes, you go, you take the ball, you go advance with the ball, rather than when Maddison's on, he has to sit with Ndidi and kind of defend. That's just my personal point of view. I don't know if anyone else agrees.
I agree about it. Yeah, I think Tielemans, since Maddison's been out of the squad, Tielemans has been a much better player. I'm not too sure why that is exactly, because well, to be fair, he wasn't great. He wasn't amazing. He didn't stand out at the start of the season when we were winning, to be fair. But I don't know if it's just, he's allowed to be a bit more forward. It gives him a bit more freedom. He's in positions where Maddison would normally be. I'm not too sure what it is exactly, but since Maddison's been out, he's been like a different player.
I want to add in, if it's all right with you guys, Michael is watching. Michael, are you ready to come on? Wakey. Michael's watching in the States.
No, Michael, I'm tweeting, doing Twitter. It's so exciting that we actually scored more than one goal. We scored late in the game. It's amazing. I'm in heaven right now, all the way here in the States.
It's great to have you on a Far-Flung Fox watching out in the States. God knows what time it is there. It's probably mid-afternoon, isn't it, Michael?
It's noon. It's noon, about 12:08 Thursday morning. Yeah.
Michael, who was your man of the match today?
My man of the match today was, I'm going to say, George Thomas.
Luke Thomas.
I'm sorry, not Luke Thomas.
There's George Hirsch and there's Luke Thomas. Trust me, I've been calling him George. This young lad, he's from Leicester. He had a very good debut, didn't he, Michael?
Absolutely. He showed great composure. The moment wasn't too big for him. And I've been in some circles on social media. They're saying that they will drive Chilwell to Stamford Bridge and let Luke Thomas play.
I mean, Michael, if you're a rookie and you get thrown, I mean, it's the story today of Luke Thomas. It's the story of films, isn't it, where you get a shot out of nowhere to suddenly step up to the big leagues. And sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't work, does it? But for today, he looked like 20-30 million pounds. Yeah, very comfortable.
He was comfortable. He must be showing something in training because, I mean, I don't even know who he is, but he came in the game and he showed that he belongs in the team, or at least he deserves a shot at, replacing who's going to leave. We all know who's going to leave.
Michael, while we've got you on as well, we're talking about Yuri Tillemans. I'd like to ask you about Perez today. I thought Perez had a very good game.
Perez was really good. He's like actually playing in the spot that he should. That's with Madison gone, Perez slides right there in the middle, and that's where he should be as a player, I believe. But at the same time, we are missing Madison. You can tell with our spacing sometimes and the way the ball moves when the ball comes to the middle. We are missing Madison, but Perez slipped right in there, and he had a great game today as well. Yeah, I liked it.
Michael, keep with us if you want to. Josh has just joined us. Josh, did you enjoy that today? Finally, it's nice to say, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, 100%. Back to winning ways. Yeah, after that Bournemouth result. So yeah, I'm really happy with that performance. A clean sheet as well. I think the 3 points are important, but also that's going to give the players a lot of confidence heading into 2 massive games.
And Josh, it obviously Man United. I think do they kick off at 8 or 8:15? It puts pressure on Man United a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, Crystal Palace not the best, but the pressure's there on Man U, and if they do slip up, it's a massive opportunity for Leicester to really push on and secure that Champions League spot. So yeah, the pressure's on for Manchester United.
Yeah, Josh. Again, your man of the match today was.
I'm going to go with Yuri Tillemans. Actually, I thought it was brilliant in the middle of the park. Thought it really got Leicester forward, linked up play quite well. So yeah, I'm going to go with Yuri.
Josh, we're starting to see a bit of Yuri Tillemans. Maybe. I mean, Reece was saying he thought he's been pretty decent on the whole. I would disagree with that and thought I haven't seen anything like Tillemans from last season. But today, Josh, that was much more like it, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think since Madison's gone, I think you mentioned it earlier on. Since he's not been in the team, I think Tillemans has really thrived, and I think he knows exactly what he needs to do. I think with Madison in there, he's a bit. I don't know. I think he gets mixed up. Does he need to be that guy curating chances, or does he need to sit in the middle and help defend? So yeah, I think he's been absolutely brilliant most recently, and really today he really showed us some quality, just what he showed last season, of course, when he came on loan.
Michael, would you keep the same side to start on Sunday against Tottenham Hotspur?
Yes. Yeah, we'll give Luke Thomas another chance. We'll play back 3 like we have. We don't want to switch anything up in training this week. I mean, geez, it's down to the wire. We got to go with what's worked. It feels like maybe we've worked out what's been wrong the last 3 games with that back 3. Bennett's got a few games underneath him now with us. I assume Madison's still going to be out for Spurs. And so maybe Tillemans and Perez have whatever needs to be worked out in the middle. Let's not switch that up. Let's come with the same squad. Let's give Luke Thomas that shot again. Harvey looked really good today as well. Hopefully he can start to finish these chances. It's noticeable that he does not finish chances. And I'm starting to understand the chatter about Harvey Barnes. He needs to start to finish.
The jury on that is out, Michael, from my point of view. I think give him another year, and if he's got to start finishing them. Locks, can you confirm? Does that mean we are in Europe?
As far as I'm aware, yeah, unless somebody wants to correct me, but I am pretty sure, just looking at the table now, so we're on 62 points, and so we've qualified for Europa League. But I said it at half time, we want to push on and get that next step, don't we? So, like we've all said at the start of the season, if we knew that we'd qualify for the Europa League, would we be happy? Of course we would. But expectations change, and we want to get that Champions League spot, whether it happens or whether it not. Whether it goes on to the last day, fingers crossed we can do it. And as you said, Phil, I believe.
We believe. Reece, Champions League.
Well, I believe we can go on now and get Champions League, but I think it's more between us and Chelsea, to be honest. But I think we will get Champions League this year. I've just got a strong feeling that as fans, if we're allowed back in the stadium next year, fingers crossed. We want to be going to Madrid and places like that, not Kazakhstan on a cold Thursday night.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, Michael, I know, Michael, you make a massive trip over here every now and then to come and watch Leicester. Did you come to any of the Champions League matches before, Michael, or was it just the Saturday home games?
No, I haven't been to Champions League. I've only been to the
Premier League.
to Premier League home matches. Well, and I also went to Anfield. But if we get Champions League, I will be there to some European destination. I can't wait. And the 3 points that we got today gives me all the optimism that we're going to be in Champions League come next season.
Josh, we always say it's a roller coaster, don't we, watching Leicester? I know you're one of the younger fans, but even in your era, you've seen ups and downs, and it's just nice to be here, Josh, being a bit buoyant, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, most recently hasn't been the best being a Leicester fan, but we're back to winning ways, and yeah, it's good. I think we can really get Champions League football. Oops.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. I think that's it for today. It's been fantastic to actually have a great result, hasn't it, Locks?
Oh,
you know what? After that Palace game, a couple of weeks ago, we came on here and it was great. It was a great feeling. You know, we just got the 3 points, and it's similar to that tonight. I think, you know, whether we get top 4 or we don't, I think at the end of the season we will still be happy with the season we've had, and days like today kind of, you know, make us feel a lot better about the club. So I think we just all need to be optimistic now. We all need to believe, especially after today's game, and you know, get over that finishing line for Champions League football next season.
Let's just add in Ross, because Ross was on with us before the match. Ross, you watched it with 4 Sheffield United fans. Are they still with you, mate?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're all outside, and if I put the camera on them, they're not going to be happy, so I'll come outside.
Who thinks Ross should get the Sheffield United fans on? Yeah.
Get them.
Come on, let's hear what they have to say.
Hang on 1 second. I'll try and get them out without knowing. They're just in background there. They're
Look
all
at
there.
Hey.
It's nice to get some bragging rights. But no, I think your system works. Keep saying. You Luke Thomas, man at match, without a doubt. I thought it was fantastic. You know, I think we should have scored more, but end of the day, it's still a win's a win. Guaranteed Europa League now. We just got to pray that Palace win, and obviously all we need to do is beat Tottenham, and we're in Champions League. So it's nice to get a win. It was a bit, you know, after the Bournemouth game, I thought, do you know what, you know, Sheffield might beat us. They've just beat Chelsea 3-0. Very comfortable it were. I thought we were very, very comfortable. We only made 1 sub, which is surprising, but you know, win's a win. I'm on the 5th one now, so might be rambling on a bit, but you know, I think Luke Thomas, my opinion, Luke Thomas was man at match without a doubt. I thought he was brilliant. Good assist for the first goal. I thought Vardy should have scored when he hit the post, but you know, 2-0 victory. Pray that Crystal Palace win tonight. You never know. The Premier League is very unpredictable this season, so we've gone from lose. Go on.
Ross, the pressure is on Man United now to an extent, because we have won. They need to go to Palace and pick up probably 3 points, or you know, a point would be great for us tonight if they could just be held to a draw again, Ross.
It would be, because look at our goal differences now. We were 3 goals ahead, and now at the minute we are now on 5 goals ahead. So even if they draw, it's a good thing, because then, I mean, anyone can beat Tottenham, to be fair. So you know, we're away at Tottenham, tough game. You know, we've gone there before. We've won with Robert Hoof header. Let's never forget that. I think, and that's on Sunday as well. I think Man U obviously not playing at weekend because of their FA Cup thing. So now we've got guaranteed Europa League. Fantastic. I mean, that's one thing. We saw. Even what happens now, we are in Europe next season. We are in Europe next. Let's face that. You know, a couple of years ago we won the league, relegation. You know, Claude Puel era, and now you're in Europa League regardless. So that's one thing that we can all take away from this.
Right, I'm going to go round one by one. I want to know who was your man of the match and can we beat Spurs? Let's start with Michael, and then I'm going to let you go, Michael.
Luke Thomas, and we're definitely going to beat Spurs. 2-1.
2-1. Thanks, Michael. Thanks so much for joining
Thank you.
Thanks
Go
for being
Foxes.
a Fox. Go Foxes. That's what we like. Cheers, Michael. I'll let Michael go. Let's go to Reese now. Let's come to you. Who was your man of match and score predictions for Sunday?
Without a shadow of a doubt, for me, Luke Thomas won the match. And we are going to absolutely destroy Spurs. 3-1.
Fantastic. Thanks, Reese, for joining us. Pleasure to have you on. Let's go over to you, Ross, on his fifth cider with Sheffield United fans.
Can't be a bit of strong, but a bit of cider. I'm a cider drinker, what I am. No, 100% Luke Thomas, but I think Wes Morgan is not far behind though. Let's just put that in perspective. But no, Luke Thomas, and 100% we're going to beat Spurs, 1,000%. Last minute winner from Vardy, cheeky win. So
thanks, Ross. Cheers, mate. Enjoy that time with the Sheffield United fans.
I will. I'm going to order pizza now. So see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Cheers, Ross. He's gone. Josh, let's come to you. Your watch along tonight went well, did it?
Yeah. It went well, and finally, I was able to react to some goals. So yeah, that's good.
Are you two on tomorrow night or not?
Yeah,
I am. Yeah. Tomorrow night, 7:30.
So a fan zone show with Locks and Josh, 7:30 tomorrow night. Join them and watch it. Josh, give us your man of the match again and your score prediction.
I'm gonna change it to Luke Thomas. Actually, I think he's been brilliant. So yeah, Luke Thomas. And score prediction for Spurs, 3-0. Why not?
Good to hear from you, Josh. I'll let you go. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Phil. Thanks for having me on.
Locks, let's finish off with you. Final man of the match and score prediction for Sunday.
I'm going to go with Luke Thomas as well, or Yuri Tielemans, but I'll go with Luke Thomas. I'll follow the crowd, and I'm going to say that we will beat Spurs 1-0.
Fantastic, Locks. Don't forget, join Locks tomorrow night, 7:30 for a Fan Zone Friday night special. You are regularly on Thursdays, but obviously it's match day today, so you've pushed it on till Friday. Lots to look forward to about who might be available for Sunday as well, players, fitnesses, and all that. So, Locks, join him tomorrow. Thanks, Locks.
Thanks. Cheers, Phil.
Cheers, mate. So that's Locks gone. Let's get your final comments and views in here. Joanna, she said, keep the faith. I said 3-0. You were wrong, Joanna, but we'll take the 2-0, won't we? We're hard to argue about that. Michael Smith says, great profile pick, by the way. Michael Smith, calm down, and all that. Hard to pick man of the match. So many good performances. Stephen Payne, he's obviously on the bubbly stuff. He says Palace will win tonight. I'll take that. Derek saying LCFC made Europa League for sure. Yes, awesome. I believe we have. We're trying. It's so complicated with if somebody does something and somebody does that. But my understanding is we have qualified for Europe, the Europa League. Scott Ryan says if we go to Europe, who do Leicester buy? Great topic. Maybe Locks will pick up on that tomorrow night. Now that we have qualified for Europe, we can start to talk about that. Derek is saying Morgan was so solid at the back. He was. We said we needed a captain's performance. Mark Gatwood saying Thomas was the man of the match on 1-0 against the Spuds with Vardy to score. Chris from Leicester Till I Die saying sorry he couldn't have joined. Chris, come on, you need to sort your webcam out. Ian saying 2-1 with Vardy double for Sunday. Pat's excited about a European tour again, which is good. Ross says he's been locked out of the Sheffield United house now. Well, at least you've got your can of cider. Make sure you let them know that there was quite a lot of Leicester fans having a good old laugh at them as well on live. Raoul says that's the way to do it. Great work. Mark says, I thought Bennett had a good match as well, didn't do anything wrong. I think that's it. He just didn't do anything wrong. Most of the players didn't do anything wrong at all. Stephen saying, let's have the same team on Sunday. #believe. Andy Medhurst is making us smile. John Simpson saying, don't change that team for Spurs. I would agree. Don't change that team. Matty Bond says, thanks for a show. Stephen saying, keep believe. I keep saying believe. Let's keep believing. Let's keep believing. If we believe, it will happen. That's a big thing with Leicester, isn't it? #believe. We've been saying it. If you want, you can change your profile picture to believe on Facebook because we've created one of those Facebook profiles. Pete saying what a different team that was. Anthony's already watching the Man U Palace game, which I'm going to go and watch now. Want to watch that. He's saying Palace having a real go. That was nice. Joanna saying she was that happy. She did. Joanna, I said to you beforehand, you need to click on the link. We need a bit of the Fox sets coming on and getting on there. So if we beat Spurs on Sunday, Joanna, you need to come on. Promise me you'll do that. Pete Brown says, hope we haven't picked up any injuries. Don't think we have, Pete. Listen, what a great night that is finally for Leicester after lockdown. We all said we should believe Europa League is done, but now we don't want that. We'd take it. We're happy enough. We're pleased with that. we want to push on to Champions League, don't we? As ever, follow us at Leicester Fan TV wherever you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Periscope. Thanks to all the guys who help us buy all the tech and do all this streaming totally for free for you. So I'm going to give them a shout out tonight. ADT Taxis, Eat Me, which is a smartphone app for all your takeaways, Everard's Tiger, Peter's Pizzas, Leicester Garage Conversions, Piglet's Pantry, who do the pies down at the King Power. The Fox's Arms is open in Alcudia with Jamie. That's why he's not on tonight, because he's serving beer. Pink Car Leasing, Memphis, who is our charity, and Hologram. So thanks to all those guys. But mostly, last couple of comments in there. Thank you so much. Kevin saying, I was dodging the shaved head bet. I certainly am. Alan Jones saying 1-0 with Vardy rubbing Kane's nose in it. Let's enjoy a little bit of that. Peter believes. Michael believes. Derek Law says, let's have some Champions League, please. That's the final words in there. My name's Phil. This is Leicester Fan TV. Leicester are in Europe. Come on, you.